The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
Yes, next superlative, robbery of the year. LB, what do you got?
Oh man, hey, I gotta go last on this one. I got too many, bro.
Okay, PJ, do you have a robbery of the year?
Robbery of the year. I feel Korbov got robbed.
Yeah, I do too. I certainly do, because and the funny thing is too is Korbov is a good fighter, but he's an old, inactive fighter. I know LB got on my case by saying, why am I calling him old? I'm calling him old. I mean, he is old for a fighter, but it's more I call him old because he's been inactive. He hasn't been fighting top flight competition. He hadn't since he got knocked out by Andy Lee. He's been fighting the dark matches, in the prelims and shit. And then, but fuck it, he was still a better opponent than fucking Willie Monroe Jr. That was for damn sure. But we didn't know how better of an opponent he was, because, you know, I would, even before the fight, I definitely didn't think that Willie Monroe Jr. would be able to do what Korbov did, and Korbov lit him up from round one. Accurate punches, accurate left hands, body counters, head movement. Like he had Charlo looking simple as fuck.
I mean, but robbery of the year though, was that fight really? I mean, we're not talking about bad decision of the year. We're talking about robbery of the year, not it could have gone the other way of the year.
Well, to me it was honorable. It was to me it's an honorable mention, because I was definitely gonna bring that shit up, because I mean I do think Korbov definitely should have won that fight.
And you and I have gone back and forth about the definition of robbery, so I ain't gonna say anything else about that.
But my choice was Wilder and Fury easily, because there was no way in hell that Wilder won this shit. And I know people were like, "Oh, he knocked him down 2 times." So the fuck what? What the fuck does that mean? That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. If you get outboxed in roughly 9 or 10 other fucking rounds, and that is what happened. And like the one judge that gave the fight to Wilder 115-111, basically the knockout was shit. Yeah, it was bullshit. That's arguably probably the worst card of the year, bar none. But the fact that it was scored as even, yeah, I was just like, nah. What guy had it even? I was like, nah, not at all. Like, Fury won that fight. Fury won the fight 115-111. You know what I'm saying? Not no fucking Wilder. You know, and it was appalling too, because it's like it's just another bad decision, you know, in a fight where it was a clear winner. I know LB touched upon it and complained about this before. So, but then that for sure was my choice for robbery of the year. LB?
Oh man, let me see. Where can I start?
All right, so let me just get my chair adjusted. Get the campfire ready.
First off, I'm gonna start with the Devin Alexander fights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now I remember one. This one.
About Devin Alexander, that nigga got the robbery of the year fucking twice.
Oh yeah. The Devin. Yeah, I know LB. Yeah.
Life just shits on Devin so badly.
And I know LB talked about Devin, because the thing is, Devin could have been a good, I won't say enhancement, but he could have been a good opponent for someone who, you know, who's a step of opponent, because the guy is a former welterweight champion and he has damn good welterweight victories.
Yeah. But he's still young. It's not like he's washed up.
No, he's not washed up. He's just been on drugs. You know, he had a drug problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, but he made that long, hard Tyson Fury like comeback, and
No one bothered to look.
Hey, and he was robbed of his fucking moment twice with Victor Ortiz and Berto. He got robbed by two niggas who could barely
beat each other.
Right.
That's a sad part.
But,
and it fucks up the welterweight division because you could have had a whole bunch of good matchups after that. Devin Alexander versus Granados, Swift, Spence, fucking Crawford, Thurman.
For a good split second, when you mentioned Swift, I was just like, but he's a 154. Oh wait, no, different Swift. My bad.
Yeah, like Devin could have been built as an opponent for someone, but instead, you know, now you have to rebuild Devin for some bullshit, and then you have Berto
already rebuilding himself.
Right, exactly. So it puts his career in just this weird space, and you know you have Berto who no one wants to see fight anymore, getting an undeserved victory, and that was an eliminator too. So it's like Berto at some point will get a shot at a title unless someone can actually KO him again. And this is something that frustrates me because this shouldn't be. But at least though the Devin Alexander Ortiz fight was actually a pretty damn good fight. You know.
It was.
Yeah, it was, and actually
it was a clear winner.
Yeah, it was a clear winner. And you know, it actually popped a huge rating too, which was I was even surprised.
I forgot that was a fucking draw. How'd I forget that? It was such a robbery where I forgot it was a draw.
Yeah, it was a draw. Like Devin didn't lose that fight, but he should have won that fight. But it was a pretty good fight. But you know, Devin definitely did not deserve a fucking draw and a loss to Andre Berto. Fuck no.
Nah.
Yeah, that was some absolute bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. Well, so he wins the award, but you know, it's almost, you know, we got 1A and 1B is just split fucking draws right now. Let me see.
Or like Puppet Dupe of the year. That's disgust smiley right there.
Like the Tony Harrison, Jamel Charlo. That was a fucking robbery. It's like I'm hearing niggas talk about how, oh man, Tony Harrison made him look bad. It's like, I hate niggas give people rounds for making someone look bad. You either put hands on a nigga or you don't. There's no, well, he made him look bad. Okay, but he got hit more than the other nigga. What the fuck is this shit, nigga? You don't fucking beat a nigga ass by making him look bad unless you beat a nigga ass.
Right, exactly. And Harrison did make him look bad, but Harrison didn't make him pay for looking bad.
Exactly.
That was the problem.
Same shit. Larry Merchant used to complain about Chris Bird. You know, yeah, you make him miss, but you know you don't make him pay enough.
Exactly.
And then when you started making niggas pay, then it's like, okay, you gotta respect it now. It's like, and I'm not even trying to shit on Tony Harrison. You know,
no, Tony Harrison is a cool guy, but he didn't win that. He didn't win that fight.
He definitely got good character, which counts for a lot, especially in fucking boxing, which eat characters up and spit them out.
Yep.
So I just, you know, gotta call it how I fucking see it. He didn't win that fight. Like, did he survive? Yeah. Did he land some good shots? Did he bother Jamel? Yeah. But I can't see that nigga winning 5 rounds or even I can't see him winning more than 5 rounds. Shit, 4 at the most, me personally, but whatever. Tyson Fury, fucking Wilder. That's a fucking robbery of the year in itself, and it robbed comeback of the year. So that robbery was so bad it robbed another fucking category. and then last but not least, the whole you know, niggas know I'ma mention the Canelo and Triple G. That's just a fucking robbery too, cause I still can't find fucking 6 rounds for Canelo, or I still can't find 6 or 7 rounds for this nigga. Like, you know, after 5 rounds, it's kind of like you're like, okay, Mexican style's working, and you're still seeing this nigga get out jabbed. So it's like, there's so many agendas with these fucking scorecards. You know, if you got Canelo winning the fight, tell me you have it, but don't mention Mexican style once.
Right, yeah, no, definitely don't mention
that. And give me each round. But niggas can't do that. The first thing they come out, they fucking dick sucker is Mexican style though.
Yeah,
so nah, niggas could not tell me history's gonna remember the motherfucking Golovkin for 2 fights with this nigga and he get a draw. He done fucking lost. Nah.
That's some old bullshit.
You live in fantasy, nigga. I reject the deposit. So Oscar ass out the closet. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be real, man. Like Canelo, man. God damn it, I need a Jacobs fight. I need an Andre fight. I need some fights next year. Lemieux, somebody, man. Like,
right. It's time to put Canelo through the ringer. It's time. Like, there's no way this motherfucker can be walking around with one
career mode is over.
Yes, like this nigga, yo, honestly, like, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, real shit. Like this guy has to be the guy. Him and you know what? I'm gonna mention another fucking name because, and I'll make a point to say his name. You know why? Because you can't be a top level pound for pound fighter and not make it on one fucking award. Your name wasn't even mentioned. And that's Terrence Crawford.
Oh boy. I already knew.
Apparently, we need that Funkmaster Flex thing to be out here. You lied to me.
and this is no shade. I'm just being real. Like to me, like in this era of boxing, niggas is already on some choosy shit. But Canelo and Crawford are like the most choosiest elite level talents, big name A-side boxers that I could remember. Like in any era like that I've lived through, like I can't remember. Like, and even though I was hard on Anthony Joshua, but he did fight Parker and Povetkin, so but I don't know, man. Like I'm just saying, dog. Like, I need something better than what that nigga been doing, dog.
For real. And I like Crawford. Crawford
Just being real.
I just want Crawford. I mean, I enjoy Crawford's fights this year. I just want Crawford, and he had fuckery too with the whole thing with Benavidez at the weigh. I forgot to even mention that one. That one was pure fucker because that one actually got the attention of the casuals. And then after the fight itself, he broke the dude down and he knocked him out pretty brutally at that.
But it was like you knew it was gonna happen, so it's like. Yeah, you had the little extra fuckery, but it's like the fuckery wasn't even enough for us to even remember.
I mean, Crawford did swing on dude. So.
Yeah, but who? Like a nigga that can't beat Mauricio Herrera, like.
You know.
I'm just saying, like we gotta put this shit in perspective, dog. Like niggas is fighting good opponents but no threats, so we just get a lot of okay. So yeah, dog, like niggas need to stop robbing fucking the Ring Gang awards, man. Y'all niggas step y'all shit up.
That's real talk. And our final superlative of the awards, Network of the Year.
Not HBO. My bad.
Oh no.
Well, Pat, I gotta tell you something. Fuck. The one I would say network of the year. Well, it's funny for me to actually say this because I most of the time don't have access to any of these networks. The ones that surprised me the most was the ESPN one and DAZN.
Yeah.
Those ones really just caught me off guard because you didn't really know much about them, especially with DAZN, with how Eddie Hearn's just kind of been like, trying to be like clandestine and all. She kind of be like, oh, I'm a mystery, and it's like, no, you're just being a dick. It was just okay, but like they came out really good with some really good fights, and also like ESPN had that 1080p beating of Jeff Horn, so that was probably by far. How much did it cost you again, Pat?
The ESPN Plus?
Yeah,
$4.99 a month.
See, the best $5 Pat has ever spent to watch somebody get his ass beat in HD.
That's real talk.
Those would be the ones, but otherwise I would give, because it was a very heartfelt, goodbye, minus Lampley's tears like covering the screen. HBO has been around forever.
Yep.
They've been around forever. They have definitely brought all the memorable fights, multiple fighters that we've seen there, amazing fights, fuckery moments. It is insane that they just decided to cut it off at the knees.
Yeah, they did, and it's unfortunate that they didn't bother. I mean, they had something going. They was like, you know what? Let me throw in the towel. And I have to say, the final card they went out on, the card wasn't even memorable, but the montage at the end of it was memorable, because you're like thinking like, damn, like this is all the shit that I grew up watching. And then it's just, now I still have my HBO subscription because I watched Arjo Pride, but it's like, damn, no more HBO cards, for the time being. It sucks. My choice for network of the year is ESPN along with ESPN Plus. Because, I think ESPN did what Showtime wanted to do, but they don't have the right people behind to actually execute it. It was balanced. Like, the top level fights were pretty good, and then the mid-level fights, which is important to the sport too, because you definitely need the mid-level fights. They were important, and they had several good mid-level fights. And I think they had probably more, but they probably, in terms of fight of the year candidates or like great fights, I think they had more than Showtime or HBO or any other random network, or even in DAZN. DAZN's still new, and DAZN still has some time it has to cook, but for sure, I think ESPN definitely was the network for me this year. They surpassed my expectations from beginning to end. LB?
I'm gonna have to say ESPN. And that includes ESPN 1, 2, 3, whatever the fuck else they got.
Yeah, I stopped counting a long time ago.
Yeah, it just
when
ESPN,
they had like a legitimate poker channel, I was like, yeah, that ain't it. This ain't it. Check them out.
ESPN has a record label, staff, and a crew.
They Suge Knight the fuck out of the TV.
Janitor, the TV stand in the living room of the CEO, whatever the fuck. But yeah, they did things this year. Like, I felt like they had like the most good fights. And I'm just saying, regardless of the significance, but they've had it like you said, Pat, like throughout the levels in the game, like all the way from club, journeyman, jobber, prospect, all the way to the elite pound for pound guys. They've given you
from
more
Punch Out to Fight Night Champion. What a run!
Yeah. And GOAT career mode.
They did. They definitely did. The career mode Canelo has yet to unlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. We waiting for that one, man. We waiting for that one. Yeah, hopefully 2019 unlocks it. I
mean, I give him props for hitting 168, but it was against like the Glass Joe of 168.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And it's funny how niggas were so excited. Like, oh my God, he's facing Rocky Field on 68.
He's fighting a bigger guy.
And the question I was asking is, do you motherfuckers even know who fucking Rocky Field was? Well, he'd be a top 5 opponent for Triple G. The fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, like shit, I forgot his name, but the guy who makes the post on the Kali about like those like matchups, who makes those threads, the really funny ones. I can't remember his name though, but he always makes like those really funny matchup threads. So he's just like makes a joke about somebody on the card. He said like Canelo, and then he said Rocky, the guy on the floor fielding.
Oh.
I had to close the tab. I was just like, I wasn't, because he had a picture too, and I was like, wow.
That is fucking hilarious.
Oh man, wow.
I forgot who I forgot who it was. I forgot.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. I remember seeing that. She was hilarious.
The one on the floor.
Yeah, I feel like so all right. So if we named, you know, who all the awards. Like, we got some early picks for like, you know, a few of these categories. Like, you know, who's your early? If we was to do like a draft poll, and you know, we could do a time capsule. You know, bring this shit back up next year.
Yawn, that's the name of the dude.
Oh, Yawn, yeah.
Oh,
that shit killed me. Rocky, the one in the mad fielding.
Oh yeah,
shit still kills me.
Yeah. I mean, I've met Yawn's a funny motherfucker, man. Shout out to Yawn, man.
I mean, he can just make shit funny in text, so that means he must be funny in person.
Yeah, he's a funny motherfucker, man. Oh man, but
predictions for this year?
I think it's
yeah. Don't talk about like not for everything. Like, I'm saying, like, who you think, if you had to make a prediction, like, who you think gonna be fighter of the year for next year?
That's a good one. Because if you said the World Boxing Super Series is still going, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so there's going to be some people that pop up. Actually, I wanted to find out, how do they assure a division is going to be in World Boxing Super Series? How do they get that organized?
I mean, I think the thing is just like, you guys got to be in a champion or a top 15. You know, that's how they do. I mean, it's purely invitation. It's not like they're like bogarting people talking about, yeah, you're a champion, join this motherfucker or else. You know, I think that's just the criteria. And just piggyback off like what LB was saying, like in terms of who I think might be fighter of the year. I am looking at Regis Prograis because he has the opportunity to probably walk away with 2 of those belts at 140, and including his own interim title. You know, which could be the first. You know, depending on how things go with Ramirez, I mean, he could have 3 belts, 3 official world titles. So I think Prograis is probably a fighter of the year candidate for 2019. You know, if he wins this tournament.
That's a good choice.
Mm-hmm. Fighter of the year remains to be seen because, like I said, I'm not too impressed by the PBC rollout right now. But except for Omar Figueroa and John Molina, that one has fighter of the year candidate.
Yeah, that could be fighter of the year with no doubt.
Yeah,
I think Granados and Danny Garcia is going to be a good fight too. Mm-hmm. I think that might even be a knockout of the year. Like, I don't know. I think their styles are just going to really blend well.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that too. Hell, maybe tomorrow we might see one in Uzi and Caleb Plant. You know,
you mean tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time is that at?
It's, I mean, I think it's like 7 or 8. All I know is I think it's after I watch football because I'm watching my Eagles that afternoon. And I think the card's 7. And then of course,
boxing. Fuck all that football shit, nigga.
And I know Rigo makes his return on the prelims. I think it's gonna be televised too. So you know, I mean, Rigo might be. Hey, he might be a candidate for comeback fighter of the year. You know, shit. If Heyman gets him the right type of fights, who knows?
As far as fighter of the year next year, I think it's going to be between Monster and I feel like I think Tyson Fury. Like I seen a recent video of him training, and that motherfucker look in shape, bruh. Like
he was moving so smooth, so quickly,
bruh. Like I think he could do some big shit, man. Like
if he just sat with some of his punches, he'd put anybody to sleep.
Yeah, no. The one thing about
so too.
Yeah, like Fury punches correctly, as LB said though, but his punching technique is it's not he can punch correctly, but it's just not effective. Like it's just he has like a lumbering punching style. That's what you want to call it.
Well, I talked about it with LB as well. Because I said like Fury will only capitalize on his power punches when he catches you on an angle. If he spins you out and you decide to follow him, that's where he gets you. If you don't let him spin out or you simply get out the way, then yeah, his offense is gone. Now he's got like, just shucking. He's just got to like jitter you into a weird position.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only throw like his real good shots, like when he know he has like the perfect hit.
He's trying to be too perfect.
Right. Yeah. I mean, basically, he likes to dance and mug and make faces most of the time and shit like that. And unless you rock him a couple of times, like Steve Cunningham did, and then afterwards he'll stop fucking around.
Comeback fighter of the year, Thurman though, man.
Yeah, I mean he has a fight in 2 weeks. We gotta see how that goes. I mean, the road to comeback starts now. We'll see how that goes against Josecito Lopez.
Robbery of the year predictions. Like who gonna get robbed real bad next year?
Well, let's put it this way. I mean,
Alexander.
Anyone who pitches Canelo in 2019.
Huh?
Anyone who pitches Canelo in 2019 for robbery of the year. Robbery of the year.
All right, so Danny Jacobs is gonna get the robbery of the year.
Triple G, Mike, if he doesn't KO, will probably get the robbery of the year. Yeah.
I'm hearing the triple gut and kick out. All right.
Bro, it's like I just don't see these niggas.
Actually, no. Let me give a better distinction. The real good boys, not the crazy ones. The real good boys are talking. Not a this guy. These are the actual reasonable good boys.
I mean, I give Canelo a hard time, but it's because he got a lot of extra help, man. It's like I felt like it's like if you got 2 video game systems in 2 different rooms, Canelo the kid with the damn game genie, the game shark, internet connection, Wi-Fi, and you the other nigga in the room, and it's just you. And you got like a bullshit ass wannabe smartphone. You got dial-up.
A pump pre.
You're like, damn, like this nigga ain't even nice like that. Like you got
you said, he gets a lot of help. At least you can acknowledge the fact Canelo had no control of this. These are just other people doing it for him. They just tell him like, just stay in the gym, do your thing, and I was just like, and Canelo's like, okay, and then all of a sudden they just like, all right. So we puncture the tires, then we give detours, and then we stop him at the border. Then
so he won't get a good chance to warm up like you did. Like these niggas is going above and beyond. He's like, yo, You know what? We didn't just flatten his tires. We know what catering service he uses, so we flattened their tires. Food you know how he was hungry, right? Because he had to really strip down to make weight. That's how we get him. So he's not gonna have the strength to knock you out when you get tired late in the fight. Like, damn, like, y'all niggas gotta do all of this for this dude who's supposed to be so skilled. Like, my goodness.
Right.
I mean, he has the skill. It's just all this other stuff around him that just makes it really funky and it just blurs him out.
Right.
His biggest issue, as we've all agreed, we've all said it multiple times, is his gas tank. Like, you cannot defend his gas tank whatsoever. He is literally that kind of, like, a car you're selling. You tap once, it just like a door falls off. You're like, I mean,
dude Boxing's version of a lemon at that time.
That shit put down the street. Like, oh.
No one wants to steal it.
Burger, man. Fighting birds. He got more ring generalship. I give him that. But I see a lot in their game. A lot of similarities in their game.
At least the upside between him versus Birdo is he actually knows what to do on the ropes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Birdo,
Like, he's aware of his weaknesses, so he tries to find a way to make it a strength.
And Birdo will just, eat punches on the ropes and then continue to eat punches.
Carlo definitely better than Andre Birdo. I mean, I ain't gonna. I be talking my shit, but I ain't gonna say. Yeah, I draw the line somewhere, man. Like,
yeah, I'm like, after what Porter did to Birdo, I'm just like, damn. Actually, after what Guerrero did to Birdo, I'm just, wow. Each time I keep throwing flashbacks, I'm just like, damn, damn. Actually, yo, LB, I think Birdo might be another contender for Hall of Fame fades.
Yeah, pretty soon you're gonna be like, damn, after what David Estrada did to Birdo.
Just start picking random names along the way.
After what Luis Collazo did to Birdo. Like, nigga.
It will only be rough. We will only know it's really downhill if we say, yo, what Amir Khan did to him. Then it's time to close the chapter. It's okay, Birdo. Just become a trainer or a commentator.
What Amir did to him? Like,
I'll be like, how's he still here? Who keeps bringing him out?
Someone, they, I don't know, but someone I think needs to brutally KO Andre Birdo. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this bullshit.
Speaking about people who just keep coming back, I know.
I'm waiting on Florida niggas, man.
Let me talk. I don't want to get, it ain't that type of podcast to be, Birdo is going through his little thing, going through his family issues with his father passing away, so,
condolences.
Stay strong.
Yeah.
Stay strong, Andre.
I'm just waiting
for your business.
Yeah, I know. But for some reason, I was just waiting for the big butts.
Nah. Birdo come back strong. Heal up, come back strong. Get a nice KO victory so I can talk shit on Ring Gang Radio podcast to pass.
We need material.
Be like, yeah,
and we need sponsors.
For real, so I could just, cause you ain't noticed, he ain't really a fan of Wilder and Birdo and Lomachenko. So
he brings up Salido like it's a Pokemon.
Catch them all.
Salido, I choose you. Salido.
Like, if there's an argument, it's like, hold on. You mean that time when I was right about Salido Lomachenko?
He always finds a way.
You think a fucking meme, yo. Like, come on.
He made Salido a meme.
I got one last prediction category for next year.
Okay.
Who you think is going to be the best network?
It's going to be, I think it's going to be ESPN. I think they're going to take it to the next level this time around.
I feel like ESPN is still even though they're well established, I still think they're still putting builders. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Nah. I want to hear what you said.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So I was saying, like, I just feel right now like ESPN has like the good ground and base of it, but I just still feel like they're still putting like things around. They're still like they're still putting furniture in the house right now. They haven't really done a proper housewarming just yet. They've just let you know, like, yo, man, this is new shit on the street. Call ESPN.
Nah, see, they got the housewarming, but the housewarming is for like a house where someone got murdered in. It's that damn Crawford and American fight pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That shit goes down, then yeah. They definitely come hard the rest of the year, because that's a horrible fight and a horrible pay-per-view matchup.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, if it was a regular ESPN or ESPN Plus, you know, things I could take advantage of. I mean, I do pay $4.99 for that motherfucker too. You know, I'd be like, it's whatever. But yeah, I'm not paying ESPN pay-per-view for that.
I mean, that's a DAZN quality fight, like a regular ESPN, but like these niggas really trying to give me Khan on pay-per-view again.
Yeah,
Against another pound for pound, bigger, stronger, more athletically gifted chin, skills, everything. Like, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna say it's either gonna be PBC or ESPN.
Yeah, and I pay for DAZN. I pay for I pay for DAZN, and I have it because, you know, I've World Boxing Super Series. But I am just going to see how they go about this year with Golden Boy now being on there. And they have a couple of Golden Boy cards that are going to be coming up in a couple of weeks too. They have so I'm going to see how they're going to operate before I, you know, like I said, if DAZN has a breakout year, hey, that'll be great because I'm paying $9.99 for it. You know, and I want to see it have a breakout year, and hopefully some of the matchmaking that I've seen on DAZN with Matchroom Boxing USA mostly, it improves. You know, so I could say, hey, DAZN had a chance to take over some Showtime at ESPN. But right now, for me, it's just ESPN as what I'm looking at will probably be the best network for boxing next year, or this year, I should say.
Speaking of the networks, I just wanted to confirm, because you guys have been more on point with what's been going on, or I'm hoping you guys have been more on point with what's been going on for boxing news. I hear that the whole thing about like Triple G moving over to DAZN is still not confirmed.
Yeah, he's still a free agent, technical free agent.
And is it true that he left Loeffler?
Is what?
Is it true that Triple G left Tom Loeffler?
No, that doesn't seem to be true. I mean, as far as I know, I mean, Oscar just mentioned today that the trilogy for Triple G and Canelo was possibly going to happen on May 4th, but this is before obviously anything of a DAZN signing. I mean, it seems to be matter of fact that DAZN might be the next place for Triple G, and then you have Oscar talking about the trilogy for Canelo be on May 4th, but nothing is clear or set in stone yet.
Does it make more sense for Triple G to go to DAZN?
Oh yeah, that's where all the middleweights are. The middleweight champs are all there.
Well, not even that, but I just also mean just like in terms of like what's available versus other networks as well too.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Andre and Canelo over there.
And Jacobs, and then Saunders, who's pretty much can fight anywhere, will probably be around there. I mean,
anywhere we did opt, yes.
Whereas PBC only has
fuck off when you get popped. I was so upset.
I mean, right now, I mean, in terms of if Triple G wants his belts back, he has to go to DAZN. Without this, he could fight Jamal Charlo on PBC.
Man, I would get on that Jamal Charlo fight right now if I was Triple G. Like, that's definitely a winnable fight for him, man.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's probably. I mean, it is a winnable fight, but it's just like
let Heyman throw the bag at him.
Yeah.
Just here you go.
I mean, I like that fight more for him than I would say Andre. Like, but then I don't know. Like Andre look like he'll look good in the beginning of that shit, it fall apart at the end. So I don't know.
I mean, pretty much. I think at this point in his career, if it doesn't make dust, it doesn't make sense. And Triple G's eventually go where the bag is, is going to be, will go a longer way.
Why not? He earned it.
Yeah, and he earned it. Yeah, he definitely earned it.
Niggas ducked him for like 5 years. Ain't no one wanted to smoke, so let him take his time now. Like
that shit was kind of hilarious. Actually, me and LB talked that up for a while. I was just like, they legit didn't want to fight him.
Yeah,
it literally took Canelo slowly, but eventually getting to middleweight. And then who was it that you fought where they were just like, yeah, he's kind of human. Yeah, I could take him. Oh, it was when Jacobs called the Avengers to help him.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as someone boxes up Triple G or boxes up even ground, that they all came running, and it's just like, and it sucks. That's literally how it happened. Most people like to be in denial, but that's literally what happened.
Thank you, Kel.
Kelbrook, yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
thank you, Lucas. Knowing apparently nobody at middleweight had a pair of balls until you stepped up to middleweight. So
yeah,
so always remember that.
Yes, and of course, in doing so, Triple G prematurely ruined a career doing that. Basically, that Kell Brook was the scapegoat.
Yo,
was the
I honestly feel like if they didn't push him as heavy, people would have taken the fight anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't push him like, yo, he's unstoppable. He's cutting up everybody he sees. So then people are like, oh shit, he might just do that to me. But otherwise, we have this up and comer, Triple G. He's up there. He's asking for any opponent. Then people be like, all right, I'm willing to take it.
But that's the thing. It's like
decide to give campfire horror stories about the guy, then yeah, people are gonna start having nightmares.
Niggas see the tapes and the footage. All it takes is one person to just get on YouTube and like, yo, you see Triple G? Yo, this nigga's a monster. Like his jab is so hard, his right hand, body shots. Like, dude, it would have mattered. It would have made no sense. It would have just happened anyway. Like people just start.
One time, Triple G jabbed somebody so hard he went across the state.
Dude. I mean, Pat, you remember the tales?
I'd be in tears. I'm like, keep bringing these stories, please.
You remember the tales with Paul Williams with you ain't seen Paul Williams fight? Nah. Yo, man, that nigga is like a heavyweight at welterweight with like arms that reach across the ring, and he throws 1,000 punches. And he's southpaw, nigga, and he got a chin. Oh, word. Yeah, man. Nobody at welterweight wanted with that nigga. Not Cotto, not Floyd, not Manny, nobody. I mean, he's always gonna have stories, man.
I know. I just like how stories like that, but I'm just like, because things like schedules, matchups just don't exist apparently when this happens. It was like, yo, it's like when people don't realize, it's like, yo, is this dude free just randomly in 10 minutes? I'm just like, we're in our 30s. People have things to do. Yeah, you gotta realize that, people have shit to do. Not everyone's a fringe fighter that could just take on anybody.
Right.
You can't be like, what's the name of that?
Set it up.
Who fought Triple G? Fuck, what's the name of that dude?
Who?
that Armenian dude who fought Triple G because Canelo got popped that one time.
Oh, Martirosyan, Baines Martirosyan.
Yeah, like you can't have like a Dala Martirosyan available. You can't just call 1-800 bum.
Well, he's not technically. He's not a bum, but he was put, the whole situation that got swept under the rug with Canelo popping dirty, and then
that was fuckery of the year.
Yeah.
This is like Martirosyan is good. I'll give it that.
Yeah, Martirosyan, but he just unfortunately was not the. I mean, he was not the right opponent.
Did you know who his coach was for that fight?
Mm-hmm.
Edmund motherfucking Tarverdarian. Head movement. Yeah, that was it. his coach, his head coach for that fight. If that wasn't like clearly saying you're going to lose, I don't know what is.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, it could have been Munguia, which would have been even more interesting.
Yeah.
You might have had a different fight of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man,
But
so
yeah,
it looks like we all agree it could be ESPN for the network of the year. Then.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm saying to the
most
zone,
potential.
otherwise ESPN is going to roll everybody.
yeah, I definitely agree. Oh man, so yeah, we talked about a lot of shit.
Yes,
Oh.
son. It's a
Yeah.
super deluxe. The Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Star Wars edition of the fucking Ring Game.
Yeah,
I
you know,
The entire collective, the entire
right.
You gonna have
group is here.
this shit gonna be split up.
Yeah, usually, it's fitting way to at least bring an end of officially with Ring Gang Radio to 2018 and to begin 2019. You know, you gotta set that shit off right. You know, end it right, set the shit off right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So final thoughts, PJ. Do you have a final thought?
Final thoughts? 2018 definitely had some surprises. And the best part was it was spread throughout the year. So not be like a dull year, then it suddenly picks up. So I'm hoping 2019 does the same too. And I guess because I find this in the interesting category, I'm hearing Robert, I guess he was a ghost, but he's been resurrected. Guerrero is coming back.
Yeah, he already had his comeback fight and he won by KO. So which is a rarity.
They found a worse ghost. Okay. They found a stick man. Or because, respect his skills, he actually boxed the way he used to.
All I can say is God bless him. He wants to,
Bless his heart.
yeah. He doesn't want to stay in retirement. Someone's gonna put him in retirement for him eventually. Because
the guy who knocked him out and woke him up with punches didn't do that.
Aaron Martinez. That whole sequence. Wow.
Oh man, LB, do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, 2018 was a good year of boxing. It was lit. You had some shit popping off. You had a lot of good fights. You had a lot of significant fights. You had a lot of unification fights. A lot of the divisions were popping. The welterweight division was probably the only division that ain't really make any noise.
Yep.
Shit, the most noise in the welterweight division was for a fight for fucking 2019. And that's it. That's a damn Spence Garcia, and even Pacquiao Broner was talked about, I think, in November, and so maybe we had like a little skip year. So 2019 is gonna be lit for welterweights. And hopefully everything else just stayed lit, because lightweight was lit, heavyweight, light heavyweight,
Monster exists, so it's gonna be lit.
There's no so I want to see some more fighters of the year. Some guys, take some chances and go against some threats. Not necessarily good fighters, but guys who, it could really be a gut check for you. You know what I mean? Like some good challenges. You need more fighter of the year candidates. That shit was kind of light in the ass 2018. Y'all niggas see what's good. Other than that, shit. 2018. If I was to give 2018 a report card, that should probably be a B+.
Cool. Yeah, that's I could definitely see that. 2018, like I said, it was a better year. I mean, it was a year with a lot of peaks and valleys. The Zone making its appearance and HBO making its final, its final, taking its final bow and everything like that. 2018 is just basically what I want to say for 2018, and then what I want for 2019 is just more significant fights. Like I don't want to see any fights that are just like on some stay busy shit. I want to see some more significant fights, as in with the within division, or if not, like all of boxing, some really significant fight. No,
like,
just stay busy.
like legit top contenders fighting each other, like that type of shit.
Joshua Greer, don't blink, you're gonna see.
Exactly, and then want the heavyweight.
And Jaron Ennis.
Yes, especially Jaron Ennis. That
might be a breakout year for those two.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I definitely want to see some clarity in heavyweight. Like Femi should now in 2019 be able to KO Wilder and finally unify all 4 of the heavyweight title belts. And take his place among being the top heavyweight in this division, and rule for 10 years, for at least
well, shit. Okay. The Sangoma is right now just making his prediction right now. Okay.
And then and then, of course, in 2019, though, I definitely need to take more boxing getaways as time permits. As I'm getting older, I gotta shift my. I got other priorities going up. In my way, whatever. But definitely, I feel like I need to get myself more on the road. If anything, because I love doing my getaways for for fights or whatever. Because they make for some interesting stories internally. I can't really talk about some of the stuff I get into.
If you remotely tried to, we would have a sense of sound going for like 30 minutes.
Yes. Because on occasions I do have pictures. I do take pictures of what I do, and like I said, I'm an interesting guy when I'm in certain elements. I'll just keep it.
The group chat messages you leave us are amazing. Keep doing you, Pat. Just keep doing you.
Yeah, I just do me, man. And I want to continue to do me for Ring Gang Radio and everything like this, 2019 and beyond, you know what I'm saying? So, that was my final thoughts. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for Shuttleworth, the GOAT artist, for PJ, for PJ. I don't think PJ really has a nickname. PJ, do you have a nickname you want to go by, man?
Nah, PJ's good. We don't need to go any further than that.
Yeah, PJ's the humble warrior. You know what I'm saying?
Research and development.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep it as simple as possible.
The
less they know, the better.
Exactly.
And y'all niggas forgetting the most important thing of all, man.
What is that?
RingGangRadio.com, nigga.
Yeah.
That was the biggest comeback of the year right there. Shit.
Yeah,
this is true.
Yeah, that page is it. We launched it at the end of 2018, man. Yeah, so definitely check it out. We try to keep it updated with videos and articles and
forgotten fades.
Forgotten fades and podcasts and other stuff. And then of course in the store, we could where Shuttleworth got his paintings, and soon we'll have some some clothing and shirts and stuff like that we'll add to the store.
That training section coming up soon.
Yes, sir. Well detailed, well explained. So it means I got a hell of a tall order to follow.
Yeah,
exactly. Radio is like the future. Like no other boxing media site gonna have the original content, the creativity on this shit. So just remember that.
Yeah,
the content, the creativity, and more importantly, the jokes.
Exactly.
Because do we ever do hot takes?
Yeah, exactly. And we'll continue and whether we're right or wrong, we're gonna continue to serve you our hot takes. And if you don't like it, kiss our asses. Or and if you feel some way about it, then come get this fade. You know what I'm saying? Ain't fucking around.
You're training an army of niggas, man.
I got a pagoda. You gotta climb that shit up.
Yes.
And I'm just like, fuck it. You can catch me at a fight card or whatever. If I'm faded or not, you can try you could try approaching me out that way, but
Nice.
you'll be limping back. That's for damn sure.
I never reveal anything about myself unless you actually scour and find me.
Oh man, but yeah, it was this was a great show, and 2019, man, we're just gonna keep bringing you that John Blaze shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it. We're gonna keep it hot always. Forever and a day. And just we want to thank you for listening. I know, I see the podcast and everything like that. And the visits and the downloads. Yes, just keep listening to us. Visit our site, man. And we won't disappoint. So peace out.